Okay, this is my decades worth of sketchbooks, big projects, and other little things that I've done for 2000 all the way to 2019, which is today. And the last day of, apparently. So, one second. Stop it. Sorry. Got cats in my room. Alright. First one is my, I don't know what you would call the sketchbook, my boredom sketchbook. How about that? It came with pencils, but I barely use them. Some of them are still very sharp. One second. First thing I did in it was, I was really into Naruto back then. This was like just getting into high school then. And I don't know, I just like drawing things of different patterns, and I don't know, it got weird. And I tried copying the artwork the school had and drew my own kind of creepy chef thing. I actually kind of matched it, but I don't really care for this. And I used to watch a bunch of those stick figures on crack videos and read Fairy Tale at the time, so Ice versus Fire, Gray, Natsu. The sigils, I have no idea what they're supposed to be from. And I've been drawing this guy because for years, since middle school, but I never knew until about a few months ago that, actually no, about a year ago, that Kilroy was the first cartoon to do something like this. And my dad liked to watch Supernatural, and we always watched it with him, so I got bored in school and decided to look it up and draw some things. And this is when I was first practicing my shading. Not the best, but not too bad, I thought. That one was a failed project, and so was that. Don't look at that. I could finish that, but My first good Deadpool picture. And that was my first good shading picture. Let me turn the light up a little. There we go. Yeah, that's better now. Just because it's reflecting. And this one was actually done by my brother. And I did a little stick figure comic of a prank. Most of the internet should know who this little guy is. Grr. I like chocolate bubblegum. He was actually the basis for a project that I did for school. Grr's Waffles. And that was the start of a Taco Bell thing I did. And in my stack I actually have the finished product for this one. The Pizza Hut one. We had to do a redesign of a famous restaurant logo, and that's the one I had to pick because everyone else kept taking the good ones. Plus I couldn't draw the Taco Bell bell. And this one was just, I call it squiggles. That's all it is. And this was a thing I did to practice my shading and realistic drawing. So, not too bad. And I wanted to try to draw some anime things, so I drew a basic face and tried to do it as many exaggerated anime faces as I could. We got shock, nervous, snickering, mumbling, tears, and angry. And my favorite one is the nervous one. And another little Naruto thingy I did, just cuz. And so that was supposed to be the Rasengan, but it wasn't a full sketch. And this was kind of the same thing, but just all lines. And we were practicing a kind of ribbon drawing technique, so I decided to do one myself. And this one's kind of based on that, but I think it would look better if it had color. And I haven't done that in years since I've done it. And more shading practice. I don't know, it looks like something out of Resident Evil to me. Oh, and here's a... I did this one freehand. It was supposed to be a cigarette in the dark. I don't know if you could tell, that's why. And Mortal Kombat X had just come out, so I decided to draw Reptile killing someone. And a bunch of the weapons, and some weapons of my own that I designed. So you got Sonya, Johnny, Sub-Zero, Scorpion right here, Takeda, Sub-Zero again, and Melina and Kenshi. The other ones were actually supposed to be based on, besides this one, were supposed to be based on Gulliver's Travels. Because that was the stinger knife he made. And he had to use a torch somewhat in the movie. And yet another Mortal Kombat X drawing I did of a Scorpion and Sub-Zero battle. The Aftermath. And I really want to get this put onto a real guitar, but I think it would need a little tweaking before then. This is when I was first getting into Deadpool, so please forgive. An exaggerated crying face. And again, I was into Fairy Tail, so I tried drawing Natsu, but I used the wrong thing to color his skin, so I hate it. And this one started out as Kirby. And I was trying to draw Kirby in a night suit, but it ended up being this little freaky thing. And I drew some Justice League Batman stuff. The only thing that makes it Justice League and not just Batman is the Green Arrow down here. People are already shooting fireworks way too early. And another little Naruto fire attack thing with the ice wall. And this is my idea of what would happen if Naruto ever got the Sharingan. And I wanted to finish this, but I wouldn't know how to finish their bodies yet. So got Natsu versus Naruto. I mean, I think their faces turned out pretty good, but I'd have to wait. And some more school project things. There's a couple pages of them, but I don't like them. When I first started getting serious with using my internet nickname, Night Viper, I decided to draw some things to go along with it. This was the first one that turned out good. It's supposed to be a, down here, that's supposed to be a chest plate and back armor. And a Viper and the shield. And I think the first reason I started liking Deadpool was mainly because of his symbol, because it was very symmetrical. And this one I hope to get it as a tattoo one day. A yin yang Deadpool symbol. see. Those are all school projects. Oh, this one. The original design was done by my brother, CJ. And I redrew it as Spyro. Well, at least in the colors of Spyro. And there was this little weird, freaky tribal thing that I drew. I like it, but I don't know what the heck it's supposed to be for. And I designed this. It's supposed to be a ring, or you could call it a bracelet. And that's the last drawing in this book. On to number 2. Close this up the right way. And this one was a personal sketchbook of mine that I didn't take to school often. I was using step-by-step videos to learn how to draw better. That one's a redesign of an old computer drawing of mine, actually. The computer drawing looked way better. And I don't know, you could take it or leave. I could take or leave this one. I thought I did another one here. Yeah, here it is. This is one of the step-by-step videos I watched to draw this, Optimus Prime. And that's the last one in this sketchbook, actually, because I ended up not liking this kind of paper, or that kind of sketchbook. And when I first started using Prismacolors, I drew this. Get out of the light. There we go. And this one was my personal school slash school book. It's my personal favorite one of my school ones. If you see that shine, it's because it's being held together by clear duct tape. Because it fell apart for as long as I used it. First thing in there. The stick figure videos influenced this. They did too many jokes with that. This is Sparta. And again, my dad was into supernatural, so I decided to make my own little creature. Well, a hand at least. And the stick figure gave me an idea to what would happen if all of those of different kinds lived in a house together. And on each page there was a Mad Hatter hat in the background. So I traced over it and drew a stick figure messing with that hat. I think it looked cool. And that's supposed to be 2 vampire bats waiting for the people to stop puking blood. And that janitor in the corner is about to shoot himself because he knows he has to mop it all up, whatever the bats don't mess with. And this is when I got started really weird with designs. Both these pages. That one and these 3 guys. And I was kind of sad this day when I drew this one. I don't remember why. And I don't know, I just started playing Batman, so that's why I drew this. But all I had was a red pen to color with in a sketchbook then. And a cubed vampire. I don't know. And I drew that when I was sad for some reason. But it gave me an idea to kind of try to make it funny. But I made you a cookie. And I had to practice some font for school, so sketchbook, or I love this stick. And I was in theater in school, so we had to make our own mask and choose a costume. I was Il Dottore, or something like that. I can't find that mask anywhere. I wish I knew where it was. But I like the outfit I chose. And another design weird thing, and I thought this was comical about using a large mouth to catch a falling hamburger. But the big mouth thing gave me another idea for this Sparta thing. And the next page was "Get her done." And this is a brand symbol, but I don't know the name of it. But I gave it red eyes after I traced it. And that one I had just gotten some new color pen, so I drew a creepy unicorn. I say creepy because I don't like how it looks. And I got into Naruto again, so the Amaterasu eyes. And some more weird design stuff. I think this almost looks like a poodle. I don't know, y'all let me know. Some more fairy tale stuff that I had done. And a Naruto Sharingan thing that didn't turn out right. Or the Renegon that came out a little loopy. And these were little contests that I had drew on this page and posted to, I think, Facebook actually. I don't know, if y'all can read those, y'all tell me. It's got Ladybug versus Butterfly, Ninja versus Secret Agent, Charizard versus Blastoise, AK-47 versus Spaz 12, Pen versus Pencil, or Fire versus Water. Who would win? And I tried redrawing how I did the Charizard, but I accidentally put the wings on his butt. And that's a weird eye that I did. Now, this one, I redid it in another sketchbook I'll be showing you. And I titled it Time of Death. And that was when I first got some oil pastels and tried to make it realistic by making the globe see-through, but it didn't really turn out the way I thought it would. And just some random Hershey's. And some more design things and a werewolf thingy. Doesn't look like a werewolf anymore. Heart, blue stripes. And I tried to replicate a project, but when I went to trace over it with a permanent marker, I used too wide of one. But I did draw this, which I think turned out pretty good. There we go. And the new Minion movie just came out, so I did the PX-41? Yeah. On a Minion. And this was supposed to be... In the Naruto comics, he made a mini Rasengan, and that's what this was supposed to be. But it looks like Goku's hand. Oh, speaking of Goku. Yeah, it looks too weird. And just a ink and feathers. And I had just learned how to do this, so I decided to trace it so that way I never forget how to make a transforming ninja star, 8 points. And some more weird designs and bananas. Who doesn't love bananas? Oh, this. They just taught us how to do better perspective. So I did a centerfold of the book. And I decided to start practicing some. There's some more practicing. And I don't know what I was doing with those dots. I was just really, really, really bored. I don't even know if y'all can hear me. I don't know what I was doing with this. A lot of these I didn't have anything else to color in with, or it took too long to break out. Retard Pac-Man. And a glowing ship bottle thing. Pirate bottle. More weird designs of the Autobot symbol. And that thing. Trying to make it all symmetrical. I really liked symmetry back then. Some more little shading practice. And I figured these could be a tattoo, maybe, but they had to be way better than this. I just watched, or read Bleach, so I drew this guy with the weird hollow mask and a scarred face, and SpongeBob. Who doesn't love SpongeBob? And my first weird rose that turned out okay, but not good. And Gohan's hat with the little points I put on it. Oh, this way. There you go. And some more school stuff. I don't even feel like showing these. I did that. Design a weapon. Oh, Jeff the Killer. Jack Skellington and some other weird stuff. I got too bored with these. I don't know, y'all don't know what y'all think about that. Or these. There's some more weird designs. Y'all just tell me what y'all think. And this is when I peaked at really, really, really liking Deadpool with drawing. And there was some Christmas stuff I had to do, so how about that? I won't show these pictures because the ink bled through. And red from Dick Figures. And that stands for Richard, not what you think. And Deadpool. And Deadpool sees he has a chimichanga, but his brain's trying to tell him that's the burrito. And his other side says close enough. And when I tried giving my online name a person, Night Viper, I actually did a redesign of this one too. See? That actually stands for Richard. There's this little piece of paper in here I forgot was in there. And we were told to sketch something real, so I sketched it being in the book, taped in there already. And they said that was acceptable. Looks like Starro. And some little Assassin's Creed thingies. And some more weird designs. Here's an optical illusion. I don't know if y'all could see it good. And there's another one. I was really trying to practice on it. the end of the sketchbook. This is where my sketchbooking almost peaked. Whoa, stop falling. And I made a little comic based on the Dick Figure series. Or actually, no, Stick Figures on Crack, actually. And y'all just let me know if y'all want me to show off the rest of it. And we had just started getting into the digital drawing, so Illustrator or Photoshop, I forget which one for this, but I think it turned out good. And there's that Pizza Hut redesign I was talking about. I think they came out good. And this one, my mom is personally proud of it for some reason. I am, because it was finished. It's a celebrity portrait of Eddie Murphy. Got Mushu, Nutty Professor, his normal face, and Donkey. And this is my self-portrait. I fell asleep in class, so they just woke me up. And that on the back is that. And I did another thing like that of my sketchbook cover. This one's one of my favorite ones. I keep it in this to keep it clean and keep from getting destroyed. And this was the end of the year one that I actually did not finish in class, but I did it anyway because no use wasting all that effort on nothing. And we were doing watercolors with this and charcoal. I don't like it. Alright, now we're down to all the sketchbooks. Well, the bigger stack of sketchbooks. Alright, so, very first thing. This helped me get started with drawing anime people better. About how to proportion their head right. And the Flash CW show had just started, so I tried drawing him, but it came out a little creepy. Very creepy. And this is what I think Jose Jalapeno would look like as a human. I forgot to put a sombrero. And I don't know what to think of that. And the new Assassin's Creed movie just came out when I did this one. And this is a sketch of a tattoo Mom wants to get, with all 3 of my siblings and my name around a heart. But I think it needs to be better. This is another step-by-step thing, but it came out real good, and I've been able to replicate some stuff from it since. And I tried drawing an assassin version of myself, but it turned out bad. Little panda. Celtic knot. I have not finished coloring in the letters. Oh well. The original picture for this was done by my dad, but I redesigned it and had him put his signature on it. Stand for the flag, kneel for the cross. And did a Naruto going QB anger. A very bad Wolverine. Very bad. Some weird little lines. This was step-by-step too, but it really tested my limits with shading with pencil. Colored pencils. And I made his head a little too big when I did this one, but Spider-Man. Love the game that it came out for it this decade. And another perspective thing I decided to do. This one was kind of step-by-step video, but not completely. This is like freehand doing. That's my mom's dog barking right there, if you hear that. And someone on iPhone told me I should call this the Infinity Dagger. I like that. And someone told me they pay me to draw this. They never, ever let me sell it to them. After I drew it, I've had it ready for years. They say they don't need it no more. So, forget that. And I was trying to test the limits with my colors here. Can't really tell what that light had. I don't know if that's better. Is this better? If I put it like that? No, it's even worse. And my first Batman picture I thought was good. Another thing I did for Night Viper, I actually used this picture because I redid it on the computer. And I kind of use this one when I can, but not every place has a thing that's wide enough for this. And these were not videos, but freehand copies of anime tutorials. I think the first one turned out better. Well, technically the second one. And here's that other Optimus Prime I was talking about earlier. The step-by-step video. And this cartoon person I drew was all me.